What's going on, guys? It's the Crypto Lark here from Wellington. Today we're going to be talking about the Change Bank ICO. So before we get into all those details, quick shout out to everyone who has been hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel down below, guys. I absolutely appreciate everyone's support. And of course, quick disclaimer, this is not professional financial advice. This is just one dude talking about his passion for all things crypto related on the internet. And one other thing, because this is an ICO review, I do have to let you guys know I'm not getting paid by Change to do this. I am just reviewing these things because this is, this is what you guys are asking for. So this is what we're talking about. And that being said, I think this will be the last ICO review that I do for about a week or so. I'm looking at doing perhaps Decent, Expanse, and Eternity. And maybe CIS as well. Not necessarily in that order, but look for those coming out in the next week or so. That list may get adjusted, but that's the list at the moment. So let's look and see what Change is and what Change is trying to do. Change claims to be a bank. This is the thing. They want to do finance without borders, global finance. Banking for everyone, everywhere. Without bank accounts, though. This is the thing, that only if they reach their 200,000 Ethereum limit will they even apply for a banking license. That's interesting. Now, if you compare that to Bankera yesterday, Bankera is actually much more serious about becoming a bank, getting bank accounts for people. So they're a little more, grounded, perhaps in the old system, I don't know. Maybe Change is, the change we need, for example. But mostly what I saw, having read through the white paper, is that the main idea behind Change is actually their card. This is the only thing they really have going at the moment, is the Change card. And so, what is the Change card? What does it do? It's pretty similar to what 10x and Monaco are offering right now. So basically, it's a crypto debit card, which allows you to, spend your Bitcoin or whatever you want to spend to buy a cup of coffee or whatever else you want to buy with it. The exact details of a lot of things are missing from the white paper. It's a white paper that promises a lot of stuff, says they're going to do awesome things, but, doesn't really give a lot of definitive stuff. The roadmap basically stops at Q1 2018, and, as far as technical details of a lot of how this stuff's going to work, it's kind of missing, which I didn't like. But if you look at just the card itself, they do have a cashback program, so you get 0.05% cashback, and that's 0.1% if you are spending in Change coins. Now, if we compare that, that would make it equal payback to the 10x program, which gives you 0.1% back, regardless of whether you spend using 10x coins or whether you spend using Bitcoin, you get 0.1% back. And, of course, old Monaco over here has the best cashback program with 0.75% cashback. So Monaco's kicking both their butts. But 10x and Monaco both, I think, are ahead of Change on this one. Now, also, they are offering low to no fee, standard banking transactions. So they want to have a decentralized banking marketplace. Now they're trying to do two things here. The card idea is kind of ready to go. They're ready to issue those in Q1 next year. But the marketplace, this is their idea, but it's not like a working model yet. But the marketplace offers a lot, and if they can do it, would be a fantastic thing. So they're offering a crypto banking marketplace where you can buy stocks. You can get loans, so you can take loans using Bitcoin as collateral, or you can take loans in Bitcoin. You can buy real estate or sell real estate in Bitcoin. You can get, travel insurance or health insurance, paying with Bitcoin, or perhaps even paying out in Bitcoin. So those are all interesting concepts. And of course, if they can get a big enough user base, well, this would be great. But it actually requires people to come and use it. So considering, the very low use globally of cryptocurrencies, are people going to come and use this crypto marketplace for all their banking needs? Hard to say. It's a nice idea, and this is probably the strongest idea that they have. The card that they're offering is nothing groundbreaking or new. 10x is, the best funded and the one with the biggest names backing it, Monaco, is also doing quite well. So will Change be able to compete successfully in that already crowded card marketplace? And hey, that's not the only one. You got Centra coming out with a card in a few days. Their ICO is coming up in a few days. Not to mention, Token Card and all the other cards that are already in the marketplace, just regular kind of debit cards. Bankera is offering a debit card, so their card is, again, nothing groundbreaking. But their marketplace could really shake things up if they can do it, if people use it. That's my immediate kind of like, I don't know about that. So let's have a look at the team. You got some pretty interesting names here. We're going to look at Christian here. He's the CEO. So he has been working as the chief financial officer with a venture capital company over in Singapore, and worked over in the Netherlands with the swing buy company. So his experience is decent, not amazing, not necessarily the experience that you need for running a bank, but a lot of the people on the team, especially in the advisory board, do have a little more of that experience. Microsoft is backing them, so that's good. The financial services lead at Microsoft, so that's actually someone that works at Microsoft now who is backing this. So I don't know if that means that's an official endorsement from Microsoft or not, or whether or not they're just, getting advice from somebody who works at Microsoft. Here they have DHL listed as an advisor, but it's not really DHL. It's the ex-CEO at DHL. So really just this guy, Roger, is advising them as well. But these people have got great experience. You can't by any means discount the experience these people have. They believe in the project and think that it does have a bit of legs to it. And of course, a bit of industry support here as well. Now, the one thing in their industry support is that they don't have any really, really big players backing them. If this was an official Microsoft project, that would be a different story. But, there's no Vitalik behind them, right? There's no Ethereum backing them, like with 10x, for example. They're not working with the guys from Lisk or any of this stuff, So, again, no real big names are backing this. Let's have a look at the token, guys. So the token sale is coming up. If you do want to get involved in that, it is kicking off in a little more than a day at the time of recording this video. Let's see what it's all about. They have a 200,000 Ethereum hard cap. Okay, so 40% of the tokens in total will be sold during this time. If you're one of the first 500 people in, you do get a 30% bonus. Great. And the bonus goes down to 20% after that for the first 24 hours, 15% for the first week, and 10% for the second week. If you're from Singapore, Estonia, or the US, you're out. Sorry, guys. No participate in this one. But to be honest, you're probably not missing too much. And I would imagine also Chinese citizens will be excluded from this one. They probably just haven't updated their white paper to reflect that reality, but I can almost guarantee that citizens of China are also excluded from this. So take that for what you will. The structure that they've got here, so 40% of the tokens will be given out in the initial coin offering. 35% are staying in the hands of the company, 15% going to the founders and team, but 20% hanging out in a sustainability reserve, which I guess will help fund the network and the company through the revenue created from that, holding those 20% of those tokens. So it's let's have a look at the white paper here with you guys real quick. I just want to show you, it is a pretty slick looking white paper. They have lots of nice images. We all like nice images. Oh, that's a beautiful picture. Look at this. Nice, big, beautiful picture. Oh, there's a guy's hand looking out to the ocean. That's a nice picture. This is about as technical as it gets, and it's still, again, pretty lacking on specific details. It's unfortunately one of these ones where they just kind of say, hey, we're going to be awesome. Trust us. And that's kind of it. They go into a little bit of detail here, but not the kind of stuff that I want to see. If you want to see a detailed white paper, go read Sonam's white paper. That gives you some real details about what they're going to do, and they give the pros and the cons. They say, hey, there's competition out there. Competition exists. Amazing, right? These guys don't even mention it. They just say, yeah, we're going to be awesome, we're going to be awesome, we're going to make all kinds of money, and they start talking about things that, you know, just fill the space on the white paper and intending to kind of make it look good. Look, maybe I'm being too harsh here on change, but, you know, compared to Bankera's white paper, Bankera actually, they have a real model, they have a real business model there. You know, they have a real plan. They gave real numbers about what they're going to do and what they're going to pay their staff and, you know, stuff like this. Real stuff. You know, they say they're going to be global, but hey, you know, go tell that to China. You know, this is the thing. You want to be global, but I mean, how can you be global if, you know, you can't already include, you know, certain citizens for your ICOs? Look, the legal hurdles are real. You can just say, well, we're going to be a global company, but does that really mean you're going to be a global company? That's, you know, much easier said than done. You know, so what is their actual capability to be able to pull this off and to actually be a global company? That's a lot. At least Bankera, you got to give it to them. You know, like or dislike the Bankera project, they're totally realistic to say we're only starting the EU. We have plans later to go elsewhere, but we got to start somewhere first. The EU is where we're going to get our banking license, and then we'll try to add more on in the future. These guys are just saying, hey, we're going to be instantly global, and it's going to be amazing. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not really convinced here with Change Bank, personally. I don't think they're bringing anything groundbreaking or new to the table. You know, like I said, their 10x of Monaco offer a better card. Holding tokens can be potentially decent dividends if people start using the marketplace on a big scale. Otherwise, you know, it's only then at that point really an asset, a speculative asset. If people don't use the marketplace, of course, if people don't use the marketplace, then the project kind of fails because they're really banking a lot on that. You know, for being a bank, it's not very banky in a lot of ways, or at least they don't talk about being very banky in their white papers. So I don't know, guys. With considering how many exciting things are in the marketplace, you know, you've got Comsa coming up pretty soon, which is very exciting. You've got Power Ledger, which is a fantastic ICO, and you know, if you haven't looked at that yet, go check out my Power Ledger video. And you know, if you're looking for an ICO to get invested in, that would definitely be one to think about. Yeah, I'm giving Change a miss here, guys. I don't think it's gonna be such an amazing project. And hey, look, maybe they'll, you know, everyone who invests will probably make all kinds of money because the ICOs are like that, you know. But I don't know. I really worry about the long-term prospects of this project here to really, you know, follow through on what they say they're going to follow through on and do. So watch out for this one, guys. Anyway, that's just my thoughts, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I missed something, you know, that really makes this a super awesome project. So, you know, hit me up in the comment section down below, guys. Always, you know, always open to learning new stuff and, you know, to being corrected if I missed something that, you know, makes this the awesomest thing since sliced bread or any other details. Let me know about in the comment section down below, guys. Anyway, that is all from the Crypto Lark. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.